look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to discuss with you about right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that women do not want good men. Good men are not the type for today's modern women. There are reasons why women are purposely choosing to walk past a good man and to go into the arms of the worst man on the planet, Pookie, Ray Ray, or Nook Nook. And it's deep. So I'm going to show you some clips of these women speaking about what I just told you about. And you let me know if you think about this in the comments. Hold on 1 second, please. As I put on the screen. Let's get it.
It is so much harder to love a real one than it is to be in relationship with a fraud.
Say that again for the people in the back.
It is so much harder to be in relationship with a real one than it is to be with a fraud.
Let's break that down before she breaks it down as well. I want you to take that and let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen, what this woman said, because I really believe this. I really believe this for some of these women. It's easier for them to be with a fraudulent person, a person who has no character, has no standards, has no principles whatsoever, that pretty much lets you do whatever you want, have no self-respect, and don't really care about what you do or do not do as a woman, okay? It's easy to be with that guy because he's not going to expect excellence from you or himself. But when it comes to a good man, he's going to expect a certain behavior to come from you. He's going to expect excellence from you. He's going to expect you to be the best version you can possibly be towards him. He's going to push you to be somebody that you're not today. He's going to push you to be more than what you are. Why? Because a good man has pushed himself to be the best person that he can be, the best financially free man, the best everything, provider, protector, successful. He has made himself through hard work and determination to be that. So when he gets a woman, he can't help it. He's ambitious. It's supposed to spill off on you a little bit to make you want to step it up. Most women don't want to step it up. They want you to accept them. They want you to accept them no matter how damaged they are, no matter how broken they are. They don't want to change. So they take the coward's way out. The coward way out and go get a nothing, a trifling, no good for nothing man, instead of getting a man who's going to push them to be better. This is all a conscious choice, regardless or not if it's rooted in childhood traumas or abuse from other relationships. This is still a choice that they're making. They don't want good men. They want to live good, but they don't want a man to be good to them. A lot of them are like this. They don't want a good man. Let's keep going.
Fraud. It's just hard because someone who holds you accountable to who you say you want to be, someone who recognizes your potential but meets you where you are, someone who wants your vulnerability. Like, I want to know how you think. I want to know why you made the choices you made. It requires a level of intimacy that you never have to do when you're just trying to see if someone's cheating and checking phone messages. And like, you don't have.
I want you to hear what she said, because she did describe intimacy. Intimacy is not just physical. Intimacy is when your soul intertwined with the soul of another. When you do want to know what makes you tick. Like she said, a man who is into you, a good man, and a woman who is a good woman, when they come together, if they really love each other, they're going to want to know what makes each other tick. They want to be intimate. A man wants to know what makes you feel helpless and vulnerable. Why? Because men are protectors. And in those areas where you say you are vulnerable at, where you feel helpless at, a man is going to want to try to protect you and heal you of that if possible. Women don't want to pull down their walls. Women want to keep their guards up. Women do not want to be intimate with a man. And like she said, when you're chasing a man, going through his phone, trying to discover whether or not he is cheating on you, you don't have to put yourself in a vulnerable position. That ain't intimacy. That's suspicion.
Have to do when you're just trying to see if someone's cheating and checking phone messages, and like, you don't have to be vulnerable in those relationships. You got to be tough, you got to be strong, you got to be hard. But now here comes someone that says, I want to be your soft place, and you got to figure out, how do I tear these walls down? And you have to figure out, how do I give this language, and how do I let them know up underneath this strength that there is still a broken 13-year-old girl, a broken 15-year-old girl, and I got to let you see her, and to let you see how she sometimes gets upset and flares up. And it's petrifying to let someone that closely into your space.
She told the truth. She told the truth. If you want to hear that again, not interrupted, they're going to be at the end of this video. Anyway, let me play another clip, but it's true. When she said she don't know how to talk, most women don't know how to, not just because they're disrespectful, but they don't have the language. They can't articulate love to a man no more. Anytime they want to say something that might requires them to seem weak, they won't do it. They are afraid. They are fearful. These women are scarce. They have a scarcity mindset, and they are afraid of everything. They are afraid of loving. They are afraid of being loved. This is why these women need to get a whole lot of therapy, get a whole lot of, it's mental health problem, man. They are mentally sick now, if you ask me, in my humble opinion. Hold on, I'm trying to put up another thing for you. Hold on, y'all. My mind is everywhere. I'm just trying to think right quick. This is another lady who makes a very good point.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Compatibility ain't got nothing to do with it. The truth is, women put good men in their friend zone because that man ain't fine enough. That's it. Because the truth is, let them be fine enough. We don't care about compatibility. We'll figure out how to make it work. That's the truth. See, other women got to want our man. That gives him worth. That gives him value. This is why women will get with men that ain't got no money, ain't got nothing. He has absolutely nothing. Because other women want him. I can build him. I can be there for him. I can support him. So we'll take a man with no job. Man ain't got no doggone job. We'll take him now. Come on, no. Come on over here. Ain't got nothing to do because he fine. And we take good men and we put him in our friend zone because we wouldn't dare be seen with him. He doesn't validate us. But how he treat us, that's the truth for a lot of women. Thank you for your comment.
Think about what she just said. Think about what she said. And there's a lot of truth in what she said. Some of these dudes, you know, they call the swag or whatever it may be. They're very attractive or handsome to them. And they don't have a job. They have 4 or 5 different baby mamas. Can't be employed for no longer than a month, or let's say 6 months to a year. And they know this. But because other women, that part is true. Most women want men who are wanted by other women. That is true. I've seen that already. That is true. But the fact that you based your whole interaction with a man on how good he's looked instead of his character, and if other people want him, says something about you. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong. These women are lost, man. You can find a good man that is attractive. And guess what? Good men are also wanted by other women. And there are some good, attractive looking men. You just want to do wrong. Hold on, y'all. I got another one for you. I just listen to these women sometimes, y'all, and it just be blowing my mind. Like, these women really think like this. No one's paying them to say this shit. They actually honestly believe these things. Delusional.
Being an adult is realizing that your type ain't gonna marry you. Yep, you heard me. You heard me. Your type ain't gonna marry you.
Your type is not going to marry you. Now think about that. A lot of women type are the bad boys. A lot of women's type are the men who are not successful, who are barely making themselves. A lot of women type is the type of man that lives off them, that moves in with the woman, The woman is feeding him. The woman is taking care of him. The woman paying for him and paying for his friends, paying for his cousin, paying for his mama, paying mama. All this stuff is their type. But he got some good wood. He got some good jugs. He can put it down in the bedroom. Okay? That's your type. The old tatted up everywhere, in and out of jail, a repeat offender, a damn chain snatcher, rim stealer, just got out on parole, just got out on probation, just went to the halfway house, whoops up on you, disrespectful to people. Believe it or not, and we see it every day, what I just described as a man are many of these modern day women type. This is what they like to be around, who they like to sleep with and have babies by. Am I wrong? Your type is not going to marry you. A lot of those type of men that I just described is not going to ever marry you. You hear a lot of promises and stuff like that. That's why I like what she said. She realized that her type is never going to marry you. So what's going to happen is you have to switch your type, if possible. If you got a whole lot of bodies, it's going to be hard for you to pair bond with a good man anyway. You know what? Stay over there in the gutter. Stay over there in that trash. Stay over there in the trash bin. Do not come over here where the good men are at trying to be successful and productive. Don't try to heal and come over here and then have a relapse and mess up the good man life. Stay your ass over there. Stay your ass way over there. Stay over yonder. Stay over there. Keep going.
It stressed me out when I heard it though. God put that on my spirit and said, girl, share it with your friends. Share it with the cousins because they need the girl. You want to get married to a good man. A good man. And a good man ain't your type. How you feel about that, Niche? I don't know. Whew. I think I'm the only chick on the internet that stresses herself out every single day. As soon as I open my mouth, it get dangerous.
Yeah.
Whew. Being a realist sometimes is too much. The pressure is too heavy. It's too heavy. But they say you can manifest great things when you just speak it out loud, child.
Well, if that's the case, I need you to speak out loud a shrink. I need you to manifest a shrink because you need some help. Can you please say, woosa, woosa, woo, 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 shrinky, shrinky, and let the shrink come up, please? I got more, man. Man, come on. I'm going to show you this woman's attitude about good men, and it ain't going to make no sense at all. But when do it ever?
Why do you ghost good guys?
Sometimes, like, the good guys, they're weird. Some good guys, they come off like they put the front that you're a good guy, but the more you get to know that good guy, it gets weird. So at that point, you're like, nah.
I want you to notice she didn't say anything that this quote unquote good guy did. Not one thing that would be considered out of the ordinary. And she's speaking in general. She says that the good guy is weird. I think what it is, she realized that the good guy is not going to put up with the shenanigans or the type of behaviors that she displays. And he's weird because of that. You know how some women, if you don't agree with them, they want to call you gay. Oh, he's gay because, you know, he act all zesty and stuff like that. You know how they talk about men whenever a man disagree with them or don't see eye to eye with them? That's what I think is going on with that woman. The same exact thing. I'm going to play this one last thing that you already seen uninterrupted. And then I'm going to shut this particular episode down and get to work on the other one, I guess. 1 second. Let's get it. Hold on. I say let's get it without turning up. All right, let's get it.
It is so much harder to love a real one than it is to be in relationship with a fraud.
Say that again for the people in the back.
It
They're in the
is
back.
so much harder to be in relationship with a real one than it is to be with a fraud. It's just hard because someone who holds you accountable to who you say you want to be, someone who recognizes your potential but meets you where you are, someone who wants your vulnerability. Like, I want to know how you think. I want to know why you made the choices you made. It requires a level of intimacy that you never have to do when you're just trying to see if someone's cheating and checking phone messages. And like, you don't have to be vulnerable in those relationships. You got to be tough. You got to be strong. You got to be hard. But now here comes someone that says, I want to be your soft place. And you got to figure out, how do I tear these walls down? And you have to figure out, how do I give this language? And how do I I let them know up underneath this strength that there is still a broken 13-year-old girl, a broken 15-year-old girl. And I got to let you see her and to let you see how she sometimes gets upset and flares up. And it's petrifying to let someone that closely into your space.
I really want y'all to really take in what that lady was saying. I mean, really, she said a whole lot to me, in my personal opinion, a lot of profound, intricate things about the woman's psyche. You got to really, when you get a chance, go back. I'll probably make a clip of this or whatever, but go back and listen to that particular interview because she said a whole lot. The other women said a lot of stuff too, but I don't know. You really just got to listen to what she said, man, in my humble opinion. All right. I'll be seeing y'all pretty soon. I'll talk to you later. Y'all be cool. You hear?